Once you master this, you will literally be able to manifest anything. You will be able to change any habit that you have, any outcome that you have, any belief that you have, which, as you know, when you change your beliefs, you change your outcomes. When you change your perception, you change your reality. In order to outsmart reality, or the 3D, you have to understand a very simple concept: being, doing, and having. A lot of people think that in order to become the person that they want to become, they have to do things differently, or they have to have certain things, right? When in reality, it's backwards. In order to be able to do the things that you want to do, or be able to have the things that you want to have, you have to become someone different. You have to change your embodiment. You have to change your being. Now, I think a lot of people understand this on a superficial level, but when it comes down to actually changing their beliefs, maybe you feel lost. Maybe you feel like, okay, you're doing your affirmations, you're affirming the things that you want, but you're not really feeling any different. You're not really seeing anything differently. And I'm gonna offer you a different approach. So instead of affirming things that you want to have or things that you want to do, affirm different ways of being. So for example, instead of manifesting to lose 30 pounds, manifest to enjoy eating healthy and enjoy going to the gym. Because when you manifest that pure essence first, you are going to automatically lose the weight. You're going to automatically be in good shape, in a good body figure, because you naturally enjoy eating the right foods, or you naturally enjoy working out and doing the things that are going to get you the body that you want. So instead of affirming, I am in shape, I am healthy, I look amazing, I lose weight easily. Yes, you can still affirm those things because that's going to help you, but try affirming what you enjoy. Try affirming the core belief, like the deeper belief, which is the fact that you enjoy eating foods that are not good for you, or you enjoy being lazy and sitting on the couch all day and never working out. Okay, so understand that you can have control over your beliefs. Like, if you follow me on TikTok, you probably heard a little bit about this, but basically I have brainwashed myself into not being addicted to caffeine anymore. Like, I was literally drinking 3 to 4 cups of coffee a day. It was messing with my sleep. It was messing with my mood. I became very dependent on it, and I was always saying like, oh, I love the flavor of coffee. Coffee is so good. And then I started affirming, oh yeah, like I don't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker. I enjoy tea or this or that. And I started affirming like everything about me drinking coffee, but I didn't see a real shift until I started changing what I desired and changing the being behind it. So I started affirming, I hate coffee. Coffee is disgusting. And keep in mind, I kept drinking coffee for a while. Like, I didn't automatically stop because I didn't want to go against myself. I genuinely wanted to do the things that are best for me. So I had done this before when it came to like eating certain foods. Like, I started training myself, because I did lose like 30 pounds a couple years ago. So through that process, I did train myself to dislike certain foods that weren't good for me, like fast food. I started training myself to enjoy healthier foods like vegetables and roasted veggies instead of fried foods. But I didn't really understand it until I used it to train myself to hate coffee. Because when I tell you, like, I loved the taste of coffee. I loved it so much. It was delicious. Now, as I trained myself to hate coffee by repeating, oh, I hate coffee. Coffee tastes so bad. Coffee is disgusting. I literally will have coffee. Today, I got the smell of coffee and I was like, ooh, I want some. So I poured myself a cup. I made it how I usually like to make it, how I always have. I took a few sips of it and I'm literally like, this is disgusting. This tastes so bad. And when I tell you, like, to me, that seems impossible because I loved coffee. Like, I was a coffee queen. And in the past, when I had stopped myself from drinking coffee, I would always say, oh, coffee, it's not that it's bad for you, but I don't want to drink too much caffeine. It's not that great for me. And I was trying to convince myself of all the reasons why I shouldn't drink caffeine. And every day it was like I was fighting against myself, right? Until I said, you know what? I hate it. It tastes terrible. It's disgusting to me. And at first I was like, okay, obviously it's not true. Obviously it tastes good. But I kept repeating it over and over and over again until literally that's how I feel. Like, I genuinely feel that coffee is disgusting. So now I don't drink it anymore, obviously, because it tastes gross. And even when I think I want coffee, I'll have 2 sips of it and pour the rest out because it's so gross. I don't like it anymore. And I know that any moment, if I decide something different, if I decide, okay, coffee's fine, I can reprogram myself to like coffee at any moment, just how I did the other way, right? So that's just an example to show you, like, you can reprogram your mind to do whatever it is that you want it to do. You are so attached to your current mindset and your current desires. You think that what you like, you were born this way. Like, you were born into liking this thing or into wanting this thing. There is no fixed thing about you. Let me tell you that right now. You are so easily manipulated by the information around you. You probably don't even realize that half the things that you like, you don't actually like. You just think you do. So if there's anything in your life where you're like, okay, this behavior is not benefiting me, you know, I want to lose weight and my habits are not helping me, instead of trying to manifest your dream body and like torturing yourself every day looking at your body and then not seeing the things that you want, train yourself to hate the things that don't give you the body that you want. Train yourself to enjoy working out. So instead of repeating the same story every day of like, oh, I don't like working out, but I have to work out. Oh, working out is so annoying, but I know I have to do it. Shut up. Literally be silent. Don't say that anymore, because just you saying that is just affirming the fact that you're never going to be at the desired body shape that you want to be at. Because the one thing that is crucial to have a toned figure is to work out and eat good. That's the only thing required. And the fact that you hate doing those things, how can you then rationalize ever being able to manifest that? You won't. You will not be able to manifest that. So instead of trying to fight against yourself, work with your current habits. See what the habits are that aren't aligned and focus on becoming a different person instead of trying to force yourself to do things you don't want to do so you can force yourself into having the body that you want to have or whatever else the outcome is, right? Like, let's say you are looking for a romantic relationship and you're currently always affirming that, oh, like, it's hard to date, it's hard to meet people that are genuine, all men are toxic, all women are toxic, everyone is superficial, everyone just is like fake, everyone's very passive aggressive, I have trust issues, it's hard for me to trust people because people always let me down, it's hard for me to open up to people because I've been hurt in the past. Like, all these things that you're saying, I'm not telling you that they're not valid. Because guess what? Things happen that we don't choose for ourselves, right? Things have happened to us based off of the environment we grew up in, based off of the limiting beliefs that we got from our parents or the people around us. I'm not saying it's your fault, but it is your responsibility to change your own life, because no one is going to come here and wipe your memory of all the bad things that have happened in the past. It's not common, right? It's not something that currently technology allows us to do. And even if it did, I think that a lot of us would still choose to keep our memories because it makes us who we are, right? But instead of falling back on that attitude and saying, oh, well, that's just how it is, you get to decide how it is. Instead of just saying, oh, I just hate exercising, that's just how I am. Why? Why is that how you are? Is that how everybody is? The only thing that you should be saying, it's just how it is the fact that gravity exists. We need oxygen to survive. We need water to survive. We need food to survive. Like, those are the only things that are really fixed. Those are the only laws about you and about humans that you actually need to say, okay, yeah, it is what it is. But things about your personality, things about what you like or what you don't like, you can change that. The problem is you're so attached to what you're comfortable with that you're not willing to let go of that mindset. Now, trust me, I've made this mistake in the past. I have been in toxic loops in relationships, in toxic loops of my own body dysmorphia, my own eating issues, my own relationship issues, friendship issues, like all career issues, like all the issues, okay? I've been there. And I've been in that position where I'm manifesting, I'm journaling, I'm doing the visualizations, I'm putting myself, in the state of mind. I'm doing all the right things, except throwing away my old beliefs. It's almost like I want to keep hold of those beliefs in order to validate the bad things that have happened in the past, but I'm not willing to let them go in order to change my life for the better. So if this is you, realize that in order to become someone different, you have to be willing to leave behind your current beliefs, leave behind your current mindset, leave behind everything you currently think is true, and be able to completely change everything. So brainwashing yourself into becoming the person that you want to be is very simple. It's as simple as choosing the beliefs and changing them, literally changing them. Now, don't give up on this process. Like, it may not happen automatically. It may not be something that you see results automatically, but when you do, you are going to be shook. Okay, you are literally going to be shook. The biggest mistake you can make is every time you're trying to change who you are, or you're trying to change a belief that you have, you're gonna constantly want to remind yourself and say, oh, well, that's not actually true because I love this thing, or I love drinking coffee, right? Like, I remember in the beginning, and when I posted that video on TikTok talking about how I stopped drinking coffee because I literally just brainwashed myself into hating it, like, people were still in the comments saying, oh, but I love coffee so much. Oh, but I need caffeine or I'm not going to be able to get any work done. Babe, did you not understand the moral of the story? Do you not understand what I'm telling you? Yes, you can literally believe in your heart that something is true, and through repetition, through your decision, you can have a complete opposite belief within 2-3 months. Maybe even less time if you're more hardcore than I was about it. Me personally, I would say it takes me anywhere from a month to 3 months to really change a belief. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to get faster at it, but it can take time, right? You can literally change your beliefs. So the fact that there's still people that just don't understand it, that's why a lot of you have a difficult life, because you are so committed to your beliefs that you're just not able to change anything. You're not able to really make room to receive anything differently because you're so tied down to the story that you currently have. Now, a lot of this happens honestly because of the people that you surround yourself with. I have never been scared to cut someone off. I've never been scared to remove contact. I've never been scared to unfollow or delete contact. Like, I'm not the type of person that is attached to people that no longer align with who I am. So if this is you, then if you're currently having a hard time changing your beliefs, or you find yourself going back to that previous identity, try isolating yourself for a little bit. Try taking some time to yourself away from your friends and family, because I feel like being around the people that constantly remind us of the old version of ourselves, it just keeps us stuck, where sometimes we need to just be by ourselves, cut off all of that external energy and thoughts and beliefs coming into our space, and make our own decisions without asking anyone else for permission, without asking anyone, what should I do? How should I do it? Is this true? Can I do this? What do you think? Stop. Literally just make your own decision. Make your own decision and choose the beliefs that you want for yourself. Once you become that person, once you genuinely become that person through your beliefs, you're automatically going to do the right things. You're automatically going to attract the possessions and attract the body and the appearance or whatever it is that you want. So another way is like through fixing your own self-concept, right? So for example, let's say you're trying to manifest looking more attractive. Maybe it's not a matter of losing weight. Maybe it's not a matter of any habits you have. It's just you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see. Other people don't find you attractive, whatever. So how can you manifest becoming more attractive? The cheat code here is becoming an attractive person without actually changing anything. So how do you become someone that is attractive without changing anything? You adopt the belief that the features that you have are the most beautiful features. That's it. That's literally it. So every time you would look at your nose and say, oh, I hate my nose. I wish I could get a nose job. I wish I had the nose like this celebrity or that celebrity, blah, 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 blah. How can I manifest my nose changing? Stop trying to manifest your nose changing. Manifest you believing that your nose is the most attractive nose that there can be. Now I know a lot of you addicted to suffering, addicted to looking for solutions are going to say, no, I need to fix my nose. My nose is so bad. You don't understand. And there you go. And so it is. Your nose is terrible. I wouldn't understand. And so it is. That's exactly it. You have the power to decide, okay? Because I know for a fact there's women out here that have the wonkiest nose, but they believe that they're beautiful, and so does everyone around them. And so does everyone around them. So it's not about what other people think, it's about what you think. Because when you truly believe that you are beautiful and you have convinced yourself that the way that you are created is the way that you should be, and you stop trying to externally change things, you just start changing yourself internally, your own beliefs internally, then the magical thing will start to happen is that you will actually believe that your nose is better. You will actually believe that you are attractive. And when you believe that you are attractive, your body will naturally change itself. It will naturally, slowly and incrementally change to where you genuinely are like, oh wait, I actually am really pretty. Wow, I did this. I literally did this. So it is possible, I know from experience, and I see people every single day that to me, they're not attractive, but yet somehow they think they're attractive and they get treated as if they are the most attractive person ever. How is that possible? And how is it that I see people that to me, I feel like, wow, they're very attractive. They could be more attractive than me, right? But yet through their insecurity, they don't have the relationship they want. They don't feel attractive. They go and get their surgeries done and then still feel worse than they did before. Here's the thing that they don't tell you about getting surgery is that when you become more objectively attractive, like let's say you get your nose done or you get your boobs done or you get a BBL or a facelift or whatever cosmetic thing. If you get a cosmetic surgery done, but you don't improve your self-concept and you just think that's going to fix your problems, you will actually be putting yourself more at risk. Because now the people who are superficial and willing to use you for your appearance, the envious people that we were talking about in the last couple videos I made about transmuting the evil eye, you're opening yourself up to receive more jealousy and envy, but your nervous system hasn't leveled up or hasn't fully embodied being that person. So you're literally more attractive without feeling more attractive, which makes you more susceptible to getting mistreated, getting abused, getting taken advantage of. It puts you more in the spotlight, but you don't consciously or subconsciously have the tools to deal with that or alchemize that. That's why I see like women that are beautiful, right? They're not seeing the results they want from their love life, and they think, oh, well, if I enhance my breasts, then I'll be able to attract someone who likes me or someone who thinks I'm more attractive. Great. They get their surgery done and then they attract the guy, but they don't have the nervous system to handle that. So they'll self-sabotage the relationship, or they'll attract men that are just using them for their looks. Whereas before, maybe they weren't attracting these men because these men are more attracted to women with bigger breasts, right? So either way, you're losing. The key is that whatever you do externally, do it internally first. Change your self-concept first. Change your beliefs first. I remember I wanted to get a boob job for the longest time. Literally every woman in my family, maybe not every woman, but at least on my mom's side, I would say pretty much every woman has gotten their breasts done. So for me to not get my breasts done, it was kind of like a, oh, she's not? Okay, I mean, whatever you say. So like I was brought up in a way very much where like, okay, having bigger breasts is attractive, having smaller breasts is not as desirable. It got to a point, I think it was like I was 17 or something, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to get my boobs done. I think my boobs look great the way they are. And I started affirming that even when it didn't necessarily feel that way. To this day, I'm so happy I did not get them done, because I see how other women look when they have them done, and it's just not my style. It's just not my style. I enjoy being able to not have too much to carry on the front. I enjoy being able to wear certain things, and like I'm very glad that I kept it natural, right? So it's not to knock women down who do these things, because it's a case-by-case scenario. Everyone should be able to decide what's best for them. But in my case, I was going to do it from a place of insecurity, and I'm so glad that I didn't, because it's so much easier for me and so much less expensive, so much less of a hassle, less of a risk to just change my mindset about my breasts instead of having to change my breasts to fit my mindset. So hopefully that makes sense. What I'm trying to teach you in this video is first work on your perspective and your mindset, and then change whatever it is that you need to change. But I guarantee you that just through changing your perception of it, you will see different results and you will feel differently, right? Same thing for your business. Like, I know I talked a lot about physical appearance in this video, but this goes for anything. This goes for your business as well. If you are currently operating from the place that like people are trying to take advantage of you, no one wants to pay for your services, then that's what you're going to manifest, right? But if you're operating from the belief that everything works out for you and your business is booming and you're attracting people every day, your business is growing every day, your business is worthy of earning all the money and all the success that you desire, then you're going to start to see that. So I hope this video helped. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.